And these two teams have met once already, so they are more than familiar with one another's tendencies, and maybe more importantly, their weaknesses. It's the Broncos going up against the Chiefs. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Foles, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Foles. Screen pass to Charles. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Foles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And tough starting field position here. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. C.J. Anderson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 98 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a look at this offensive unit now, and you see who we have highlighted, partner.
Jamal Charles, one of the most exciting, productive running backs in the NFL.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. And able to find Conley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
One set, eyes up, one set.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going underneath for Charles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
A first down carry here for Charles. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They come out here in the eye. Foles looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Marcus Peters is a former first-round pick who has great anticipation and tremendous ball skills.
Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Now Lynch. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now Foles. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Foles. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to find Conley. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. This time, Lynch will throw. Screen play, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Shift together here from the D-line. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes causes a gain of 36 on third down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more after this. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Lynch. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Conley's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Foles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here's Foles. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to fourth. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it's 4th down, and the Chiefs called on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Screenplay, Anderson. A strong running. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Booker on first down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Detroit! Here we go now!
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. A dump off to Anderson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. A sea of Chiefs jerseys in there that time to make the stop. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On On second down, here's Lynch. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. 23 yards on the play.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They come out here in the eye. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be good for a Denver first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. Red zone opportunity. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now Lynch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap. 2nd down following the run. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. Now Foles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the 1st here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Come back. Switch. Reset. Alert 3.
Here's Foles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He's going to field this at the 4. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Nice production there from the former undrafted free agent C.J. Anderson.
And teams always want to bring people in with guys like C.J. Anderson. Okay, he's undrafted free agent. He's done well for us. Let's draft a guy over top of him or bring in someone else. And guess who always ends up emerging? C.J. Anderson. Every single time. Remember that big run in overtime for the New England Patriots in 2015 season? He's something.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defense, there's 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. And then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll come out in the pistol. Lynch looking to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Virgil Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. Again, it's Charles. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Foles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He can run for it, and he will. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll look to throw here. Catch made right side by Wilson. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll drop the throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Foles. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
10th carry now for Anderson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Returnable for Thomas. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to speed things up here.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Here's Foles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Well, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive. And
now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Charles, the low setback. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Foles. They're able to locate Wilson. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 2. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat 'cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last.